Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have a great quarterly lifestyle box that is not sent to me for review. I am a subscriber of the Jilly Box. They of course do now have a customs charge for those of us who are receiving the box in the US, but over the seasons they have managed to make it as palatable as possible. So for this box that is $1.99 Canadian dollars, I paid $39.80 Canadian dollars in customs as a surcharge, which I think is pretty reasonable considering that the value of this box is over $400 Canadian. They recently did a pretty in-depth survey with subscribers, and they did note that one of the things that was a big concern with people was the fit of the apparel items. I also noted when I filled out that form that for me, this is kind of a luxury expense at that price point, that I would like to see a little bit more customization. Sometimes the style of the Jilly Box is not exactly in mind. Sometimes it's a little bit more feminine, a little bit more like rustic country vibes. It just kind of depends on the theme and the season, but sometimes you get a lot of heart stuff, a lot of pink stuff, which can be perfect for some people. Not always for me, but she does really work with fantastic Canadian owned brands, really good quality items. I especially appreciate that I feel like they've toned down some of the collaborative co-branding, so I appreciate that. And I just appreciate any box that takes the time to really ask for feedback from their subscribers. So that's a reason that I will, for the foreseeable future, continue to stay subscribed, because they definitely created that sense of FOMO, making it so that some people who are kind of on like a waiting list, who are not official subscribers, are always waiting for that email every season. I was in that boat as well, trying to become an insider. This is what the box looks like. I do think the gingham is a nice pattern this time around. They always kind of custom make them. They have made it, I think, so that we in the US can now get add-ons again. This time around, the add-ons didn't necessarily appeal to me, but I do love that they create a nice booklet that tells us all about the products, the brands, often has little extra like recipes or articles, and of course it does talk to us about their give back element. They're usually supporting one or two Canadian companies or organizations, excuse me. So she says, I love the warmth of summer, but few things are as welcoming as that first crisp morning that calls for cozy sweatshirt and a slower start. If summer is our big inhale, fall is the collective exhale we've been waiting for. So this is the fall box. I know right now, probably temperatures where you're at, it doesn't feel like it's fall. It definitely doesn't here either. I'm also I'm looking out my window and sort of loving the blue skies that I can see, because there is a giant apartment building that's going in like a block over. So I might not have that view or that light much longer. I'm a little bit sad about that, but maybe it won't be such a abrupt shift as it goes up during the fall. So she also does her own little unboxing reveal video that's already out. But again, 100% Canadian owned brands. 2 of the products are products of Canada, 4 are made in Canada, and 2 of the products are handmade. Let's see. So they are focusing on Canadian brands. This time they are supporting British Columbia Women's Health Foundation, so both Indigenous Health and the Gynecologic Cancer Prevention and Survivorship Clinic. Love that. They also talk about their commitment to Indigenous communities. We love that for sure. And they usually do like a brand highlight. So one of the items in here is sort of highlighted. We got Granny's cinnamon buns. So it's like a little mini magazine. I appreciate that they take the time to give us all of that information. I'm trying to find all of the information about our items here. It looks like a slightly different format than before. We used to get like a half page about each of the items, but maybe that's just coming to us in our, wow, maybe that's just coming to us in our emails now, or as a QR code, which is going to be a little bit disappointing for an unboxing, I'm going to admit. So it looks like they don't actually have a list of the actual items in here. I did take a quick look at the reveal, so I can give you a little bit of information, but in terms of giving us like the, you know, the MSRPs and stuff, that is all missing from this booklet. So there is some feedback from me. I would like to see that return just for the sake of my unboxing videos for sure. Let me see if I can pull anything up on my phone real quick and we'll just otherwise dive in. But I guess it will technically save me some time because I won't necessarily be reading a lot to you. Let's see if I can go in there. So I don't need to watch the reveal. Hopefully that doesn't start here. Okay, so it does tell us about the inbox items. So all of that information is now on the website instead of in the booklet. I mean, I guess maybe they figured that's a better use of the space. I'm still a little disappointed, but all right. So this is what we have in here. I believe we have 6 or maybe 8 items, so it does say valued at $404, again Canadian, and you get free shipping in Canada. So the first thing we have is a gingham cushion cover. This is actually cute with a little ruffle. I appreciate that they did it in a nice cream color, so it's not too country like a, you know, like a red or a blue. But the ruffles make it a little bit feminine. Let's see what this says. It says it's $42 Canadian. Pillow swaps are the easiest seasonal update. I love this cover for my bedroom and sofa. I'm definitely snagging another on the market. I do wish they'd given us 2 because, you know, for your accent pillows, it is nice to have a couple of them. It says, bring on the cozy cabin vibes. Designed exclusively for the Jilly Box, this premium cushion cover is the perfect way to incorporate seasonal warmth and texture into your home. Featuring a classic gingham print framed by delicate ruffled edge, it perfectly balances classic charm with a comforting vintage aesthetic. So, and then of course there is a link to complete your set. It looks like it has a nice hidden zipper, so that's cute. I'm not sure of the exact size. Accents de Ville, so that was a collab, but it does look like it would fit on one of the pillows that I have in the back, and it is neutral enough that we can add it, and I do think it is a nice little accent for fall. The ruffle makes it kind of cozy. So the next thing was one of the items that was featured in the magazine. So let me see if I can find that for you. I'm going to have to do a lot of scrolling. But for future boxes, you guys, when I do the unboxing, I'll go ahead and pull that information off of the website. I didn't know that there was going to be a change. So this is from Settee, I think is how Jilly says it. Settee Soak. It's a lavender, sweet birch, clary sage, fir needle, cedarwood, and geranium bath crystals. Pure detox bath crystals. You guys know I am not a bath girl, so this is something that I will be happy to pass on to someone else. $39 Canadian is the MSRP. Jilly says, is there anything better than a relaxing bath at the end of a long day? This bath soak leaves me feeling calm and completely restored. Says your bath routine will be instantly elevated with this premium bath soak designed to help the body reset and rejuvenate. Formulated with targeted, deeply soothing ingredients, it goes beyond simple relaxation to actively support the lymphatic system and promote natural detoxification. It's the ultimate evening ritual to wash away impurities, quiet a busy mind, and leave you feeling completely restored and balanced. So that's nice. Looks like we have a little jewelry item. I do usually like the jewelry items. It looks like it's from Heart of Stone. Or maybe that's the design. It looks like it's from Wild Abandon, excuse me. But the jewelry items in the Jilly Box tend to be on the more demure side. Most of the time, I kind of wish that they were an add-on option because most of the time they're a little more subtle than the jewelry that I tend to wear. So again, these are from Wild Abandon. They're the Heart of Stone studs. It looks like they came in 2 colors, more of a white and nice sage green. 22 Canadian. It says, these earrings are understated but so sweet. I love that I can wear them often and with anything. These are something that I will probably regift. We have a nice little card in here. Oh, I got the green though, and this is a much darker green than they were showing on the website. So this is actually a little bit more in my style. They're very tiny though, you can probably see. These dainty earrings effortlessly blend sweet sentimental charm with modern durability, featuring genuine natural stones in either luminous mother of pearl or mystical labradorite. Each pairs a soft, understated aesthetic with an everyday versatility. Crafted with high-quality, hypoallergenic, anti-tarnish materials, they're durable enough for daily wear without requiring constant upkeep. They're perfect everyday staple for a thoughtful, heirloom quality gift gift for someone special. Yes, I will absolutely gift these on to someone else. They are beautiful. They're just a little bit tiny. If I had a second piercing, which some of you who've been subscribed for a long time are like, you have been talking about getting a second piercing forever and you still haven't done it. I know. If I had a second piercing, I feel like those would be great leave-in all the time kind of things. All right, so let me just do a quick count. Well, we'll do the quick count of the items at the end. I have to find our next item, which is these Swedish dishcloths. So far, we haven't really had any like high value items. So it's just a collection of all these like 20, 30 something dollars items. We have from the Nurture Bee, again, a collab with the Jilly Box. We have some Swedish dishcloths. It looks like we've got 3 of them, value of 21 Canadian, so $7 per Swedish dishcloth. But they did provide them in some really pretty kind of country neutrals, right? So we have the gingham, we have this really pretty green pattern, and this really pretty blue pattern. These dishcloths are such a stylish and sustainable way to honor nature and our environment through a simple everyday swap. This custom 3-pack of Swedish dishcloths combines high-performance utility with beautiful West Coast-inspired patterns. That is, by the way, the theme of the whole box is a Canadian West Coast theme. So perfect as you shift into like the fall vibes, I think. Let's see. West Coast, yeah. So it says, a sustainable powerhouse for the modern kitchen, each ultra-absorbent, quick-drying cloth replaces up to 17 rolls of conventional paper towels made from biodegradable materials. These hard-working kitchen staples handle daily cleanups effortlessly. I use Swedish dishcloths a lot. They were actually one of the 6-month membership gifts that I sent out to channel members. Thank you again, channel members. I know I've been kind of neglecting you this season, but I will be back in the fall, hopefully, and hopefully there'll be more membership anniversary gifts on the way. So this is something that I do use. I still use paper towels, you know, for some kind of cleanups, but they wash really easily. I know some people put them in their dishwasher. I put them in my dishwasher, but some people also put them in their washing machines. But I use them, a lot of the times I use them just to wipe up sort of extra wet or moisture, and I also like to use them under colanders when I have vegetables or fruit that I've rinsed in a colander and it just catches the excess moisture. All right, here is our another self-care product in addition to the Settee bath soak. So this was an either or product. You would have either gotten the super serum or the multi-moisture cream. I got the super serum, which I'm excited about. The moisturizer looked great. It did come in a metal tube, and I don't know what it is, but I don't use metal tubes a lot. So the serum actually has the higher value at $98, and the moisture cream has a value of $75. Let me know what you think about those value differences. That's not too big of a difference, but when it's an either or and I didn't get to choose which one I would use more, I feel like we should be able to select, because I know some people would probably, even though it's a slightly lower value, might use the moisturizer more. It says, this serum and moisture cream are incredible, an absolute must to add to your skincare routine. It leaves my skin feeling super hydrated and glowy, but never greasy. She doesn't do a lot of either or items in the box. This is like, maybe it's happened 1 or 2 times since I have been a subscriber or an insider, so it seems kind of rare. It's interesting that this has occurred, again, without any sort of customization or say, or like profile preferences. Even if we didn't get to customize, but we could have profile preferences, I think that might make me feel a little bit more seen as a subscriber. It says, we featured 2 of our favorite Sanzi products, and you'll either unbox the Super Serum, a lightweight blend of 4% niacinamide and 2% mountain pepper extract to visibly soothe redness. Ooh, that's what I need. Or the Multi-Moisture Cream, a rich 12% glycerin and hyaluronic acid formula delivering 24-hour hydration to smooth, dry skin. Both dermatologist tested, fragrance-free formulas are the perfect calming reset your skin will absolutely love. All right, so then we have, ooh, this is a self-care product that kind of goes along, honestly, with the bath soak that I was really excited about. I'm kind of surprised that she had both in the box, but I'm also thrilled because this is something that you can use in the shower, and I'm much more of a shower mist or steamer kind of girl. So let me just open this up. I got to get my little X-Acto. This is from a company called Talu & Co. or Talu, I don't know. It's $28 Canadian. She says, I love starting my day with a spritz of this in the bedroom. So it's also a room spray. I feel instantly energized, like I've visited the spa before my day has officially even begun. This custom-made shower and ambiance mist, created exclusively for the Jilly Box, features a dreamy blend of lavender and eucalyptus formulated to transform your environment into an elevated wellness space. Simply spray it in your bedroom, entryway, or shower to create a spa-like atmosphere. This botanical blend releases soothing essential oils into the air the moment it is spritzed. Breathe in and reset. So I love this reset. This kind of feels like for all seasons. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that smells like a really good shower steamer. I was wondering if the lavender would be too calming. But it definitely has a lot of that eucalyptus, so it is going to be nice and rejuvenating, perfect for a morning shower as well as an evening shower. Let me know in the comments below, are you a morning or an evening shower, or are you both? Some people, like sometimes I do like to shower twice a day if I can. Often in the past, I have mostly been an end of the day shower person because I really like to get into bed nice and clean, and usually whatever I've been doing, whether it was teaching yoga or taking a walk around my neighborhood, I absolutely need that shower. But my husband is a morning showerer who always likes to like wake up. That's how he makes himself, you know, get on with his day, because he does have a very early morning wake up every day for work. And so now I kind of do both. Like now I kind of do both when I have the time and the reason to do so. All right, so this is one of the handmade items that they would say is of Canada. This is pretty exciting, honestly, even though it is not at all like my home decor design style. I do think it is beautiful. It's from a company called Primrose, and it's a rustic wood riser. And I'm trying to pull it out without ruining the brown craft wrap that they have on it, but I might have to lift that. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and open that up. So they did do another wrap around here. It does talk about on the wrap how it's handmade in Canada. Each piece is handmade using solid pine wood from Canada. It is created with imperfections in mind. We have hand distressed every piece to create a unique, one-of-a-kind product. It is finished with a food-safe top coat, making it suitable for both serving and display purposes. And it also gives you cleaning instructions. So super simple, super rustic. Looks like maybe some of you who are kind of crafty could make your own. Not super smooth, like a little rough, like you gotta watch out and hopefully not get any splinters. I think you'd have to try really hard to get a splinter. This has a value of $69 Canadian. It's funny how like the simplest things, right, can sometimes have the highest value, but I do think it is pretty. I think that would be gorgeous on a buffet table or on your dining table to present, since it is food safe. That would be lovely. I'm not sure if oils would kind of stain it. You might have to be really careful with your cleaning, but also just a nice way to elevate some things in your bathroom or in your kitchen window. So it has the exact same description here on the website, but I do think it's nice. It's a good dark but not too dark color. I can see myself using it. You know, you could even put it over by your like coffee maker or somewhere in the kitchen. Let me know in the comments below where you would put it, or even just in the guest bath. It's nice to do some rolled up hand towels and decorative soaps and stuff. Even some plants in a window. It's not like high enough that you're gonna really hide anything underneath it, but it does give you a little bit more surface space. All right, and then we have finally our apparel items. So this did come in 2 different colorways. I just dropped the box on the ground, you guys. I kind of had to know that was gonna happen, but I did get the kind of more oatmeal color. I think there were 2, and I think this is the color that I was hoping for. This is more like, this is like a quarter of the box value. It's by Brunette the Label. It's Not Your Boyfriend's half zip sweatshirt. It was $109 Canadian was the value. So this is one of those items that is not like the only thing in the box that's not a surprise when it arrives is the apparel item, because they will reach out to you. They'll show you people, different body types and sizes wearing the item and tell you what size they are wearing. They also tell you what kind of fit it has, so you get a good sense of what to pick. Sometimes I've picked wrong. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh, that looks huge, because Jilly's really petite. So I'll I'll size down too much. And sometimes I've gone with my regular size and I'm like, I could have gone 2 sizes smaller. You just never really know. This is one of those situations where I almost wish they didn't have multiple colors, just because then you're not hoping for one or the other. So it has this like zipper collar. It's kind of a yellowy, heathered oatmeal texture. She says, this is my go-to sweatshirt when I want to throw in something comfy but still look put together. It's super soft and pairs with everything from jeans to leggings. It is supposed to be like kind of oversized, right? The not your boyfriend's half zip. So longer sleeves, longer length. Made from the dreamiest ultra soft French cotton terry, this everyday crew neck sweatshirt is the ultimate blend of casual comfort and effortless style, designed with perfectly slouchy silhouette, oversized silhouette. It just serves as a versatile wardrobe staple that transitions seamlessly from trips to the gym to cozy lounge days. So I do think it came in 2 different colors. I think there might have been a more gray color. I thought it came in 2 different colors, but it's not showing me 2 different colors. Maybe it only did come in 1 color. My bad. In which case, I'm so sorry about all of those criticisms. So I wound up getting, because it is sort of oversized, I went with the small medium, and honestly, I think that's gonna fit just fine and still be kind of oversized and long. I think it's gonna be something that's cute over leggings. I do wish it had some like pockets or like a kangaroo pouch in the front. And I do kind of wish that it was a little bit darker. I don't tend to wear a lot of light colors, even as I'm wearing this bright green and white dress, but I do kind of like the color. I didn't realize it was going to have that sort of yellowy tinge to it, so it makes it really versatile, because I feel like it's got hints, it's got flecks of gray as well as flecks of brown. So I think that you could style this both with browns and blacks. Like if I saw this with like a darker like black leggings, I think that would work. If I saw it with brown leggings, I think that would work. If I saw it with gray leggings, I think that would work. So they did choose a very universal sort of coloration. So hopefully you guys can see that. It's not like the kind of zip up, not even zip up, but you know, quarter zip oversized sweatshirt that I would normally wear or pick out for myself, but certainly the kind of thing that I'm happy to receive. That's what the seams look like. And I think it could be a good fall staple. It's, you know, going to be warm enough to get cozy in or go run to the store in, but also not heavy, so heavy that you have to have really cold temperatures. It's going to transition well from indoors to outdoors, and it's not too overly, you know, Canadian and for freezing weather that I'm not going to be able to use it here in Southern California. So not my favorite apparel item, but also not my least favorite apparel item from the Jilly Box. But just going over everything once again, I think we got like 8 items. So we got the Swedish dishcloths, the cute ruffled pillowcase, we got the apparel item, the pullover, we got the bath soak, we got the shower mist or room spray, we got the serum, but you could have also gotten the moisturizer, we got our riser, and we got the cute little stud earrings. So 8 items in this box. Pretty good. I like that there weren't too many, like, you know, there wasn't like a hero item where if I was disappointed in that item, I'd be like, well, that was like a huge amount of the box, aside from maybe the sweatshirt. But you guys let me know what you thought about the Jilly Box. Let me know if you're a subscriber. Let me know if you shower in the morning or the evening. If that's TMI, don't worry about it. But hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. Like I said, I do really like this box. I feel like it feels like the lifestyle boxes of yore that made me fall in love with subscription boxes and the whole experience and the surprise. And hopefully you enjoy it too. If I had a referral link for you, I would absolutely give it to you, but I can't. Best thing I can do if you're interested in the Jilly Box is tell you to get on that insider email list so that maybe you're eligible to get the next box for winter. All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.